Hello everyone, this is Kosher Bacon. Welcome back to Factorio. Some things have happened off camera again, because I am smart about that stuff. For one thing, our production's kind of slowed down for the minute. Okay, what have I done here? So I think I showed off I automated making these, and I've been putting them in the passive provider chests. I've got robo ports all the way down here now. In addition, I've got radar covering the area. And I've made these things over here, which will just create the splitters, fast undergrounds, regular undergrounds, and fast belts. We already have the belts ready and made. You know what? Let's make 400 of these, just for the lulz. I also left room in front of them for the express stuff that we can eventually unlock. I also got fast inserters and long-handed inserters. So yeah, now we can request that type of stuff in the logistics system, and it will give it to us. Isn't that fun? Okay, we need to get a new copper mine. Steel smelting is kind of ground to a halt, too. This is what's left of our iron mine. Yeah. So we're based totally on that other mine, which... I don't know how many of these furnaces you need to saturate a red belt, or to take from a yellow belt. 12, maybe? Do they need to be speed upgraded? I don't remember the ratios, and I haven't looked them up. Still dealing with all this copper over here. And when that's done, we're really going to have to pick up production, because that copper is really what's killing us with the green card production. But I'm lazy right now, and I want to work on the factory. The factory grows. Yes. Nothing really special over here. It was a little bit of a funky logistics puzzle to, take from this side and that side and put out over there. Especially over here, where I ended up using all 4 belt sides to somewhat of an effect, where it was take the things from here and also grab from here and from here. I don't know. It was fun. So anyways, I think last episode or the episode before that, we unlocked the last 2, or the next 2, science packs. Utility and production science packs. So one takes rails, electric furnaces, and productivity modules. The other takes processing units, flying robot frames, and low-density structures. This one we've already automated 2 of the ingredients up there, but we ran into a bit of a problem. The belts, hit the end of the road. We can continue to expand it this way, but we're going to need a ton of landfill, which we don't have. So we're probably going to need to, find a stone mine somewhere. There's 2 million stone. There's barely 500k. Yeah, I'll probably just have to, go out that way or something and get stone. But before I go ahead and, grab stone from wherever, I figured I can build on this side of the belt now. I've left room for another row, 5 rows of the belt, or 20 different items at the end of the day. Technically 40, because we could double-side things, but, then we've got these, which are taking up less. Point is, 20 yellow belts of stuff should be enough to get us to the end game, and then at that point we're probably just going to build a new base or something. I don't know. We'll see. Yes. Anyways. That's not how that's supposed to go. There we go. Okay, I don't think oil is going to be doing much more over here. We might use some lubricant or stuff, but up until then, meh. Okay, so we need that high density or low density structure. Did I really call it high density structure earlier? I don't remember. So here, you know what? Let's go ahead and set our things. I want 50 of these. Do I want fast inserters on me? Not really. So research-wise, I have upgraded the speed of the robots a little bit. I just finished Military 3. I don't know where this stuff is. I wish it would kind of do it in order. So our logistics bots and stuff are actually somewhat faster now, I think. Maybe. They around here anywhere? Yeah, you can sort of see how fast that guy's flying. They get faster though, but we gotta start producing the endgame packs. I'm just gonna take these though, just for the sake of having them. Alright. Yeah, this is sort of the shift from the mid-game to the more endgame stuff, and then there's the late endgame, or whatever you would call it. Okay, so these need copper, steel, plastic. Copper and steel are both, having trouble right now being produced, but that's fine. So, yeah. You know what? I need to give myself more room. I'm not being careful here. I kind of wish I could, rotate the camera or something, just for the sake of, I know how to build above the belt. Below it is, breaking my brain just looking at it. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so over there, over there, over there. Over here, here, and here. Laser damage, nice. Right now I'm just researching endless mining productivity, or not the endless amounts, that comes later. But yeah. Figured now's as good a time as any to do this. Okay. And then we can go ahead and send that back up. I guess we could stick the low-density structures on here, because I know we're going to need them for the rocket. Anywho, copper, steel, other thing, plastic. Okay, so what's the ratios? 20 copper. Okay, I know what's going in that. 2 steel, 5 plastic. Okay, so steel and plastic over here. There's our plastiques. So here, let's go ahead and split off over here. Plastic. Steel over here. It's so nice just being able to do that whenever I feel like it. I'm being stubborn right now, but I want it to look like that. Okay, yeah, as you can see, steel production is pretty pitiful. I don't know really how to jumpstart it. Now, copper looks like it's going to be a real pain, but I think we can think of something here. Just because it's like 20 copper per structure, and we're going to need a lot of the structures. Alright. So then that's kind of all the stuff, so now we can do that. Alright, low density structures. And the first thing we're going to try and do is get ourselves a nice Mr. Fusion, because after that we can research Personal Roboport Mark II, but we can also get our personal Roboport going, and then we can like upgrade energy production, because I don't know if this is keeping up so well. Let's maybe take a look at the 1 hour marking. It seems to be keeping ooh. No, these are actually coming into play every now and again. Ew, that's not good. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I mean, we haven't suffered any brownouts or really noticeable effects from it, but I always want to keep an eye on that type of stuff. We're using both sides of the bus. What am I doing with my life? But yeah, I also researched the substations over here, if we need it. So that's cool. Just, yeah, I don't know. It's a thing. I gotta go set up a mining outpost. I'm getting fatigued, if you will. Because, like, I'm looking at all this copper I need, and then I need to figure out why all the iron isn't going through so quickly. Like, why is this our new rate of iron? What happened? And I think these were just backed up constantly, so... Maybe it was 18, or not 18. You know what, here, maybe let's go ahead and look at that for a minute. I did start the timer, though, right? Yeah, I don't want to run into, like, an hour-long episode or nothing. Yeah, look at that. Our logistics bots are filling us back up with all the stuff we want. They still go pretty slowly, but pretty soon they'll be faster. Well, I say pretty soon, but, like, once we get the science automated. Alright, so... we need to upgrade our copper production. We need to... oh my god, our blue science is not even getting close to done now. What's going on? Oh. It's out of red circuits and engines. Why are red circuits not being produced? Well, they're probably out of green circuits, yep. And engines, if I had to guess, is steel, but also just working in general. If I had to guess. Yeah, look at that. See, my nice robots filled me back up to 400 belts. Ooh, so that's not so good. Do we have any technology that's just that? We should probably queue that up instead. We could do some lab research speed. for whatever reason if we wanted that. Landmines, rocketry, combat bots, that. We'll keep that for now, because I think we'll produce enough blue to deal with that. But yeah. So I'm thinking I might have to expand this, or expand it that way, and which might mean I have to redo my trains, we'll see. But let's think. So this carries 15 items per second. So 1 Mississippi... Do we have, like, the rates on this somewhere? Max health, energy consumption, crafting speed 2. What's that compared to a steel furnace? Crafting speed 2, crafting speed 1. So 1 Mississippi. Okay, so it smelts 1 plate once every second, right? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Yeah, more or less. I can't get an exact amount. So in order to fully saturate 30, we would need 30 furnaces going. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 double that, 16. So this would be enough to saturate a yellow belt, but it's only just a smidge above half a red belt. Does that make sense? I think it does. You know, that doesn't need to be a splitter. It can be like that. So meanwhile, these will do 15 items per second, but they're only pulling, well, they're only pulling to that amount. 8. Right? Yeah, 8 instead of 15. So we could have twice as many furnaces per line, but we're not doing that yet. So we could tear all this up. It's not that hard to move it, especially because it's so early on. And just let it deposit its thing, be fine. You could do that. I thought this was the appropriate ratio, though. I might have to just look it up on the cheat sheet. They made a cheat sheet where it tells you all the perfect numbers and ratios, and this is probably what I have to do. Out of curiosity, is that train... Yeah, it's filling up. It's gonna take a while. It's close to 2K when it's full, if I recall correctly. And like this isn't even full, and these look like they're emptying pretty quickly. To be fair, at least this looks pretty well done. Like it's working, and then this design works quite well. So like we have a good loader-unloader system. The real issue is that once we get it to smelting, I don't think we're smelting it fast enough. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. I'm a dunce. So I watched Vex's Understanding Factorio video, yeah? And he showed this design, but his design was slightly different in that he would also have an inserter over here feeding into another one of these over here, but I'm not doing that because I'm stupid. Like his thing was actually tileable because it did that. Okay, hold on, that's not so bad. Because yeah, then you would have 16 drawing from a belt of 15 per second, so the belt wouldn't be able to keep up. And then I guess this is... Well, no, that still wouldn't really work, would it? Because this should be a yellow belt, then. You could have the two yellow belts go together and meet into one red, sure. But having reds over here is kind of pointless. Alright. I guess I can do that. I'll probably just use the bots to do it, though, because if we look... here, just for the sake of, like... Yeah, that barely reaches. We'll have to put another one of those orbital ports up here. There we go. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to just redo the smelting operation. Good news is half of it's not even being used, really. I stuck productivity modules in here because I thought that would be smart, but it would appear not so much. I guess. I don't know. One object is missing repair packs. Why is that damaged? Oh, I see. That must have been damaged like a million years ago and I never noticed. Yeah, we should teach the factory to repair itself. Got 15 minutes left. What do I feel like doing today? We identified a problem over here, but I don't feel like fixing it. I've been playing for like 6 hours straight, honestly. I should take a break. Honestly, that is exactly what I should be doing, but... Well... Was there any reason for that there? No, that's out. This is out. This is good. You can see it's good. Yeah, we're running low on copper. There's just nothing for it until we get copper going, but I need to redo my smelting, and then I'm probably going to have to redo the other things. So, yeah, this is just a thing. Anyways, I guess... Should I go do stuff off camera? Like, I showed off the expanded labs and the crafting. Oh yeah, did I show off the labs? I doubled it up. Like, twice as many labs now for faster researching. In case you didn't notice before. Yay. Just to answer an obvious question, we're gonna have the future science packs over here and here respectively, because there's only 7 types total. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Yay. I don't know, I guess that means we'll probably have the rocket silo somewhere around this area. Or something. I don't know. I feel like if we look at my production, I gotta produce so many more things, and it feels very exhausting. I don't know. Like, we're at the point where I'm looking at the grind ahead, and I'm like, I can do this, and I can't. Or I can't. I don't know. Is it just me, or does that look different than the other sprite did? It doesn't change with the weapon. What is that behind me? What is that? I have no idea. Anyways, I better go figure out something to do. I'll be right back. Wow, I think that's the first time I've cut for an I'll be right back in this series. Because normally I just talk and do nothing. Anyways, I'll go figure out what I'm gonna do. Be right back. Alright, so I did the thing again. I ended last episode, or I cut, and I sort of just like played for a bit because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. The music's kind of loud right now. And I did a thing. I did a couple things. Yeah, that's going to be flashing on our screen for a bit. We need more power. We're having power problems again. So much so that I reconnected the steam engines to try and keep production up, because look at that. Our satisfaction and our production are so close. Accumulators are barely charging. Then nighttime comes and this just hits 0. Just goodbye. Like, this is mostly when solar panels just topped out now at 33 megawatts. Okay, no, they're still going up. And, like, yeah. So at nighttime, the factory, not so good. Alright, let's look at what we did. Show off yellow science. Alright, let's show that off. Down over yonder, by the crick, by the riff. No. Sorry, I'm dumb. Yeah, I have automated yellow science down here. Low density structures are just plastic, steel, copper. And they only stack up to 10 for some reason, so I got them there. Then we got the small robot frames, and we got these things over here. These actually should have been going into there, but I never put inserters over there because I'm dumb. So that's fun. Okay, so that's done. Let me just show off, actually, the stupid spaghetti. Not really spaghetti, but the crazy thing I had to do over here. I had to use these red undergrounders because there's no way to top this gap with that short distance. And then again over here. Ugh. Just to get everything to the spot where it needs to be. I did leave another row over here. I'm not sure if I showed that off on camera or not, for these assemblers for another lane of the bus. And I was also considering taking the bus and doing a right angle turn and just heading down this way forever. Because we got room for that. That should definitely be enough to finish up everything we need. Oh, those poor robots are going in the straightest path possible, not the smartest path. I built some roboports leading up to this so that they would automatically build things for me, and yikes. Yeah, see, I'm just having the robots like, oh, look how slow they move when they're out of power. That's terrible. Alright, we're gonna let the research build up for a bit because I can't afford to have the labs running right now anyways. So that's that. Improved smelting, assemblers Mark II. I automated making assemblers Mark II just up over here. And also this over here, but give me a minute on that. So, in addition to the assemblers going up over here, they used to be right down here, they now also go up here because you need much of the same ingredients plus steel to make these assemblers, plus the regular assemblers, and then they go over here and go into here. Yay. Transport belts, I moved so I would have more room for green circuit production, which I've also, increased. So now they're above the inserters, because, surprise, they take exactly the same ingredients minus the green circuits. So now these will pile up nice and easy. And they will go into the right things because I have a filter inserter over there, so even though this belt has transport belts on it, it will never put them in here even if I steal from there. Hooray for us. Green circuit production is actually the big power drain right now. Or resource drain, I should say. I was running low on copper, so I went ahead and automated a copper mine here. 1 second. Yeah, so there's that. So yeah, I needed more copper for these chips. The chips are really what were holding me back, so now I've got, what, 10 factories? Yeah, 10 factories producing. I would stick this just a little bit lower, but it runs into these belts over here, and I couldn't make it work. And I'm gonna need to, like, have a whole mini factory over here, probably, just producing the green circuits that sends them to the bus. And yeah, the spaghetti to make this all work was also a lot of challenging fun. So you'll notice that we have, like, 2 yellow belts of iron and copper going, so let's take a look at what happened. I think I mentioned this on camera, how we can do this fun design over here, basically, and tile it indefinitely for smelting. And that's being fed by trains. So trains, yeah, let me talk about that for a minute. This technically doesn't need to be here, this intersection, this part over there. It's just sort of there because I'm lazy. Oof, this is still under attack. This is the copper mine. So the copper train just goes over here, gets filled up, goes down that line over here. This actually got me the Factorio Express achievement. I never got that one before. Goes all the way down here, turns, goes around, yay, and this unloads it. Then it gets sent down here, split again, and into 3 lanes. Theoretically, we could use express belts, because express belts split evenly into 3 yellow belts, but the splitters would have to be maxed out, I think. And these would both have to be reds, and then, But we could do that. That's a thing we could do. I'm positive this is the right number of things, just right now we're backed up on resources, more or less. Steel production's kind of slow. I might have to expand that. I might tear this down. This was going to be my stone smelting, which is actually what's holding me back on research, is that I can't do any of the military research because I've run out of stone entirely. Like, there was a stone mine here. You can see the chests I left over. Likewise, the copper mine more or less ran out. Yeah, it's 891 ore away from being obsolete. So I literally have it just going to one lonely furnace now. This old smelting array is gone. Aren't blueprints the best? Or bots, I should say. They can just do whatever. And I could technically interact with the world through here. So yeah, to reconnect these, I just stuck this power pole over here. This is still set up exactly the same, but I was having an issue where the power would hit below 5%, these would turn on, then they would provide just enough power to get to 5%, then they would turn off and flicker on and off constantly. So yeah, that was less than fun. So that's that. I was thinking there's an improvable way to deal with the copper mines, but whatever. So right now, blue science is kind of meh. Like, really kind of meh. Like, solid fuel is easy, engines is just iron at the end of the day, and steel, which is more iron, yes. But these, they're not getting enough red cards, and I wanted to see why. And yeah, it's this, so... That's a fun noise. Sorry. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do something to upgrade my red circuit production. The thing isn't the materials that it's running out of, it's that these things are so gosh darn slow. Like, we could continue this upwards, I suppose. And by the way, in case you're wondering, yes, I'm aware this copper patch is here. It has 390,000 copper. But I decided I'd just grab the, some 8.5 or 8.9 million over there. Yeah, died a couple times actually trying to secure that one, because enemy's presence up there is pretty significant. Train coming? No. Okay, you always look before you cross the train tracks, kids. So yeah, I could have built this already in the time these knuckleheads have been trying to build it, but whatever. I love how nice that looks, though. I don't love the constant flashing alert on my mini-map. I kind of wish we could stop with that already, but whatever. And also, I don't like how these numbskulls are just... whatever. I will deal. I had a cool instance where I ran out of fuel in the car and had to use wood. That's about to run. It could have hit me. I might have made it, actually. In fact, I'm pretty sure I would have won that game. But a pretty smart move in general is to not play chicken with the train. You will lose. And even if you don't lose, you'll lose the next time. It bugs me, it bugs me. So yeah, green circuit production's pretty nice. How's our power looking? Accumulator charge is pretty much non-existent. The solars are barely doing it. We need to really upgrade that, but... Okay, what can we do to upgrade this? Bots are pretty inefficient traveling long distance, as you can probably tell. So, theoretically, if we had roboports down there, there, to over here, or even down over here, that would probably be a lot better, because then they would have more charging stations. I want the personal roboports, but in order to do that... Here, this is what I should be focusing on, actually. I built a bunch of robots, but Doesn't that look so cool? Seriously, look at that. I know that looks kind of glitchy right now, but just placing down a blueprint and seeing a horde of bots come towards it to build it for you is so cool. It's like the biggest power-up this game has to offer. On the upside, that's all the stuff, so that will be done next. I did put the logistics bots in, right? Yeah, I think I did. How many bots are in the network right now? 170 and 280, respectively. That's a respectable amount for a relatively early bot game. Yeah, look how little of these they actually ended up taking. Okay, so I still gotta repair that outpost over there and secure it. But I also want to, like, work on the yellow stuff production. The yellow stuff. That's its official name. Also, I would like to increase our oil production, because that's probably going to start slowing us down. Just... boop. Is this filtered in any way? We wanted, like, only so many of these, right? Yeah, like that. So when we get 200, we can do the research for the Mr. Fusion over here. Because it takes 200, and these each take 30 seconds to process. And it will allow us to basically do infinite power stuff. Literally, it's just free infinite power. You stick it in your armor, it gives you power. And furthermore, it's only 200 processing units, 50 low-density structures. The only real kicker is that it's a 4x4 in this grid. So that's not nothing right there. That's more than a quarter of this. But Power Armor Mark II... where is Power Armor Mark II? Let's see, we need Military 4, we need these modules. I don't want to do research just yet until we get power a little better processed. Should I look into uranium processing? I know you need sulfuric acid to process it, and we don't have a steady oil supply yet, so... is my initial response, but who knows, honestly. So yeah, blueprints are fun. Are these guys still going? I guess they are. They like pause over here, then head back down. That's kind of meh. Let's see, a new update just came out. I'm trying to think what I should talk about now before I move on to the next less fun part. Okay, yeah, so even though this isn't flashing anymore, that just means that all the bots are present in the system. They just need to carry their stuff over already, but they're being slow about it because construction bots are not the most logical. So yeah, hopefully this deals with our power woes at least for a minute. A bit, whatever. I'm wondering why I didn't rotate these and make like a tessellating pattern. I mean, technically this is a pattern, but... Oh wow, that's the timer for the end of the episode. That took less time than I thought. Well, I mean I was only getting it about 12 minutes. Technically, I probably have like another 45 or so seconds. But yeah, whatever. So yeah, bots are fun. I think those up over there are just outside the range of the construction, yeah, of the roboports over here. But that's fine. I'm acceptable. That's acceptable to me. Anyways, I guess that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys again in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.